Welcome to Collage of Health. It is January 5th, 2025. This is an Akashic weather report for today and yesterday. I just want to preface this by saying that even more so today than ever, what I've questioned, is this a potential thing that could happen? Is this what's going to happen? Is this something that I've gotten that is just so far out there that isn't either of those two things? And it just came to me to just put things out and to let you guys just figure it out, and we can see what happens and what doesn't happen, and just pray for the best thing to happen for every single person, and every single entanglement that will help us rise above where we are now. So with that said and that prayer sent, yesterday I go down a tunnel. I see the dates 1818 or 1819. I looked up those dates and it looks like those were dates where the 49th parallel occurred, where there was some easing of tension also with Great Britain after the American Revolution. And then the Spanish-American War came up. Then I saw Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel, and they said, hearken, hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn king. There will be no playbook for what is next, I was told. Guides will be leading along the way, watch for signs, subtle at first. And that kind of goes along with one of the New Year's messages I got, that we needed to really pay attention to, like the little things, the signs, as they come through. I saw wavy seas, sea to shining sea, America the Beautiful song with brotherhood. I saw myself as a scribe. Friendships will be made along the way. And I see us hand holding in solidarity for what is truth and just. And I see an open book with our pages that are blowing in the wind. It's like an open book and the pages are kind of blowing in the wind, and each page is dark. The book is struggling to stay intact as it's blowing in the wind. And then Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah came up. He was a prophet, and I read that he had to live through his prophecies. So winds will shift, change directions, watch, do not engage. There's going to be a solemnness to what's next. And then I saw sea creatures, and they'll make themselves more known with greater frequency. I see a damp cloth, which is a caricature from the past. And then the dates June and July came up. I questioned if Trump would take office, and I feel there is a good chance that he won't. Much is taking place behind the scenes, I'm told. Have a river of faith, a faith of hope, and a jagged landscape, and the potential for another assassination attempt against Donald Trump. Forest fires, which are proverbial, creatures will come out of the woodwork to watch. This is the last scene of a play. Creatures will come out of the woodwork, and then I got a sense that they might come up and even get on stage. There's going to be fears like fire starting, and I got the wind blowing, the screens, and then the next day, which was today, hearsay, light show, firecrackers, finale. I thought of Donald Trump again, and I got a sense of flashbacks to different scenes of assassinations in the past, which was quite upsetting to like see these pop-ups. And again, I'm hoping that this is just a possible timeline and not the actual one. Um, I saw spaceships hovering above us, readying themselves for what was next. I got the sense that these spaceships and these spaceships had these benign, helpful ETs. Um, I want to say they were from the Galactic Federation, but I had a feeling they were from many different stratospheres of outer space, so to speak. Okay, let's see. Heartlands. Then I see like summertime in the heartlands. I see, excuse me, wheat in the fields, and then again I see these fires burning. And then the date or the year 1872 came up. The wrath of God. I'm just going to look up 1872, what happened that year. Like in 1872, Ulysses Grant signed into law a civil rights act that gave basically sovereignty to people except 500. There was like an except in there. Let's see. Okay, so I got a sense there was what's happening now is what the wrath of God. And I tried to think about it in terms of karma and divine law. You can hear my dog. So I think of divine law with divine law and karma interplaying with the wrath of God. So I think it's in some ways, I think it's both personal and impersonal, but I don't think, I mean, I guess you could take it from different perspectives. I don't want to explain this away, but the wrath of God came up. And then I got to thinking about divine law and karma. And then I saw these eggs, these artificial eggs. And I got a sense that they were very negative. And there was planting of seeds. And I did like a retrospective thought about this reading, especially things like that. And what came through is transhumanism. So I don't know if that's accurate or not. All right. I called on Mother Mary and Archangel Gabrielle at one point for accurate information in the Akash, and I saw like a light show and surprises. So I think whatever happens next is going to be a surprise. So hopefully the surprise doesn't have to do with what I'm saying. I asked what I should do, and I was told knit together the pieces of your heart. I again saw stormy seas and a ship. It reminded me of the Pilgrims. Male intent, the word came up. Harmony can only be found in the hearts of those who wish to see. And then misogyny, period. And then I saw Trump typing his story on an old-fashioned typewriter. So I felt like he was writing his own biography or autobiography. Um, he's intent on getting the words on paper was the message that came through. And then homecoming, I saw an eagle and it came right into my face, which made me think of like the American eagle. Then I saw evangelist slash avalanche, seers, the right way will be found in the hearts of many. I see a bird watching this peaceful scene, and I think of the word Faulkner came up, and at first I was thinking the author, but then I got a sense had to do with what I was telling you about a couple of days ago. If you watched the previous video about IFS and the unattached burdens and the course I'm taking with Robert Faulkner on these unattached burdens that we have. that could be legacy burdens. And then I was told it's time, prepare, there will be no turning back. And my alarm clock woke me up. Well, okay, so last night I went to bed. I'm in the middle of a Ayurvedic intensive this weekend, and I was awakened as soon as I started falling asleep by my alarm clock. And then this morning, I was awakened by like the fire alarm started beeping. So I don't know what that's about, but that's the story. That's the 2-day Akashic weather report. Thanks for listening. I'm glad to get this off my chest. I'm hoping the next message is going to be more about shadow work and everything's an inside job and, but I just get what I get and I put it out there and try not to judge it or get too attached to it one way or another. Thank you.